Hello and welcome to Cole's Backyard Coop. It's Coop tour day. I've been working hard to get it ready for the tour and we are ready. Of course, there's always other things to be done, but it is ready for the tour so that you can get a great idea of what kind of coop we have for our chickens. And what we've built is an 8x26 coop and run. The coop itself is 8x6 and the run is 8x20. This beautiful coop and run was built by a guy that I used for my previous coop. If you remember the other one that I had, by a guy named Jonathan Marsick. He's out of Deerfield Beach, Florida. And he does such a fantastic job, guys. I really recommend him if you're in the Florida area. He doesn't go outside of Florida and kind of really sticks to his area of South Florida. But because I'm a previous customer and we know each other, he came up to North Florida and made this beautiful coop for me. And he does it single-handedly, actually. And just the detail that he puts into it is amazing. And then, of course, I added the cupola up top, which he installed for me. So I purchased it and he installed it, and it's simply beautiful. So let's take the tour. First, let's come around the side here, and oh, by the way, customize sign. I will share with you guys a link in the description on how you guys can get a sign too. You can add any name to the sign. It says chicken coop automatically, and then above it you can put in your name or whatever you want. So I put Cole's Backyard, and then it had chicken coop already there, so it worked out perfectly. So let's take a walk around the outside of it first before we get into the details, just so you can see the scope and the size of the run and the coop. So I have it set in the backyard, not real far from the house so that I can sit in the screen room and enjoy it, but in close proximity to where it's not too far from the house, of course for safety purposes, and I didn't want it sitting way back towards the back of the property where I can't keep an eye on it. I wanted to make sure they had plenty of room because I'm going to have a lot of chickens in here, and I want to make sure that they have plenty of room because they won't be coming out. If you know me and my channel, my chickens are always happy inside, and we have too many predators here, so I won't take a chance. So I wanted to ensure that they had plenty of room. So here is the run. And let's go inside and take a look. And I'll show you some of the features that we added. First of all, you're going to notice that it's all sitting on 12-inch by 12-inch stepping stone pavers. The house is completely sitting on those pavers. It's solid underneath. It's not just an outline. And then for the run, I did simply an outline all the way around. And that ensures that it helps the wood to stay good longer and for predator proofing. I do also have buried wire underneath, which you can see right there. So we've got added security there because I really want to ensure these girls are safe. We live in the country now, and I don't want to take any chances. So let's come inside. Lots of room, lots of headroom. So I'll hang my feeder and water from the ceiling here, as I've done previously, with like an eye hook and run a cord down and suspend it about a foot off the ground. I put a little sign up there that says hen house. And then I had that on my previous coop, the Coop de Ville. So I brought it and kept it, knowing that I would use it again one day. plenty of ventilation for the girls. There are 2 windows on the back side and 2 windows on the run side. So that's important. And then the base. What I did was I put 15 to 20 bags of organic compost, and then a mix of garden soil, and the organic compost is what made up the 15 to 20 bags. Then I also asked Jonathan to put a perch out here in the run, because my girls, and now I'm going to have a rooster, so my boy will like to get up on here. In my previous coop I had one, and I really recommend it because they really love to get up on a perch while they're out in the run, and they'll go up and down off that thing all day long. So as you can see, the pavers come inside just a little bit. I put the edge of the run on the paver, but put most of the paver outside the run so they maximize the space inside. And then it's pressure treated 2x4s, painted white with great exterior high gloss paint. Jonathan did a great job of that as well, and left me extra paint for touch-up. This is the chicken door. So this is where they'll go in and out. At night, I will close this. During the day, I'll leave it open. And they can go in and out easily. Right inside. And look what we have there. Nest boxes and perches. So we're going to go check that out in just a moment. So yeah, so you've got your chicken door. Some people will do an automatic door that will open automatically, like a dusk to dawn type of thing, where it'll open at dawn and close at dusk. But I will just do it manually. I don't mind coming out. I always like to tuck my chickens in before they go to sleep. So the next step in the process for the chicks that are 2 weeks old, Monday, which is tomorrow, I will move them into the coop, chicken house, and they won't really come out in the run just yet. This will be overwhelming for baby chicks. I'm letting just the natural grass grow in here, if you notice. And then on top of the compost and garden soil that I put down, this is Coop Clean. If you know me and my channel, I use a product called Coop Clean. COOPKLEAN. You have to find a dealer of Coop Clean in your area. Or you have to look for a dealer outside your state. But I can tell you, initially I bought it online, and it was cheap, $12 for the bag, but then $65 for UPS shipping. So try to find somebody local, but I needed some Coop Clean because I really like the product, and it really helps keep your run clean. You could use hay or straw, but just make sure it's finely cut like this. And then yeah, I've got the natural grass growing. Of course, they'll make quick work of that once they're in here, but I just thought I'd just let it come up. All right, so this is the run. Pretty nice, huh? I love it. I love the way it turned out. And then he did the board and batten on the coop and painted it white with the black coated hardware cloth. And this is 1/2 inch hardware cloth. Now, one thing I see that I will have to do is along the bottom here, see that crack? I bought some 1/4 inch hardware cloth. I'm going to cut a strip and staple it across there so that nothing can get in the cracks. Even though the coop is sitting on a complete foundation of pavers, those little cracks there, I don't want to take a chance. So I'm just going to staple a small piece of 1/4 inch hardware cloth straight across and bury it into the sand a little bit. So that will ensure that there's no chance of anything trying to get in. But I also did put If you see in the crack there, that little ball is snake repellent and rodent repellent. So I have that there, and then I'll put the wire stapled to the front. You never can be too safe. All right, let's go check out the coop. Got some nice rose bushes going on right there. Knockout roses. They're so pretty. And they're going to grow to, each bush will be about 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall. So I thought that'd be a nice accent on the outside of the coop. All right, let's go inside. So immediately you notice that it's got a really nice door on it, 2 windows that has galvanized metal over the windows, no glass, and then this is called a Dutch door. So that means that you could open half the door if you want to and look in and say hi. And then you've got the bottom half that you can open. All right, let's come inside. Plenty of room in here to stand up. Even my husband, that's 6'1", can stand up in here. So immediately when you walk in, let's go back out just for a minute. Immediately when you walk in, the main thing you'll notice is that the chicken door is straight ahead of you. The nest boxes are to your left. Roosting is to the right. This was part of the design that I asked Jonathan to create, because I noticed in my last coop that the perches were over the chicken door and they ran that way. And then the nest boxes were over there. And it had an exterior egg door. So this time I said, I don't want an exterior egg door. I'll supply my own nest boxes, which I wanted to do metal this time. I've been wanting to try metal. I really think on my research, I see that they're better, easier to keep clean. Aesthetically, they're beautiful. And I have 8 nest boxes. And then these fold down when you're ready for them to start using the nest. And I will put straw in there, and in the bottom of each one, because it's metal, I'm going to put a nest pad, which is kind of like a straw-based pad, and then I'll put hay on top of that. But I'll put the nest pad so that it's not slippery in there, and I don't want the eggs to, when they scratch through the straw, I don't want them to scratch down to the metal. So the nest pad will protect the eggs and the hen. So one feature I told him that I wanted in the design of the coop was the perches to be opposite the nest boxes. Why would I want that? Because when the chickens sleep at night, they obviously are going to poop a lot underneath. In the morning, they're going to go outside probably before, when I get out here to open the door, they're going to go outside, and then there's going to be a bunch of poop there, okay? I did not want them to interact with the poop in case they're coming to lay an egg right away. Whereas before, the perches were above the door, so they literally had to jump down, walk through the poop to get outside. So now we have a situation where there's like a little path in between, there's a space, which kind of eliminates that problem. So now the poop can sit over there until you clean it, which I do it every day. Everybody that knows me and my channel knows that the way you see the coop right now, unused, is the way it will always look. I keep a very clean coop, and that's just how it goes. Keep up with it daily, and you never have to worry about it getting out of control. That's my motto, and it seems to work for me. So yes, so I have my nest boxes opposite the perches for roosting at night. I don't mind coming in to grab my eggs. I kind of like that. It's old-fashioned kind of, instead of the egg door. So I told him, let's forego the egg door, and I'll supply the nest boxes. And actually, my husband and I mounted them. We built them and mounted them. And then I think it turned out really great. I love how they're mounted on this side, and your perches are on the other side. Layer bust poultry feed. Now, the best part of this coop. Look at this finished ceiling. Isn't it amazing? I spoke with him and I'm like, is it possible that we could finish the ceiling? Does that sound too crazy? And he's like, no, I happen to have some cedar wood. Let's go for it and finish the ceiling. So there it is in all its gorgeousness. It's just better than I could have expected, and Jonathan truly delivers a beautiful, beautiful coop. I mean, this thing is magnificent. Stand back and we'll look at it. One last look. Pine shavings on the bottom. I do medium. And one other thing, guys, that I had him do is the floor is plywood, but epoxied. So that's going to keep everything clean and keep the wood dry. So epoxy coating is what he did with the floor. And then I always ask to have like a little 2x4 lip on there to kind of keep the pine shavings in. So, and then a little lip over there in front of the chicken door to keep the pine shavings in as well. And this is it, guys. This is my beautiful, magnificent coop. And a beautiful little sign that says lay or bust. Just a little message to the girls. All right, let's lock her up. It's been raining all day. Oh, that's a property. There's my garden I'm working on. That'll be a different video, but it's coming. Let's walk down this side. I added rose bushes on this end. And yeah, that's it. I put some rocks to support the predator proofing, the wire that's underneath. It was bowing up a little bit, the wire, but now with the rocks it stays down. Just another level of protection. So there's multiple levels of protection that I have on this coop. I also did a baseboard around the bottom there, a 2x4, what I call baseboard. That's to hold stuff in when they're kicking around inside. It kind of keep stuff from coming out too much. And then we did the middle row of 2x4s as like a trim, which I had Jonathan do that, but my husband and I did the baseboards. So they turned out really nice. And again, a million thank yous to Jonathan. He's so awesome. And that's it, guys. That's a wrap on the coop tour. Let me know what you think. Watch it all the way through. It's worth it. And definitely like the video if you did. Next video I bring you will be moving the chicks inside the coop. Their first steps of coming out here. Keep them controlled at first. They're growing like little weeds inside. They're outgrowing their little chicken camper way too fast. So anyway, guys, thank you again for watching. Hope everyone is well out there. Everything's coming along great here. A quick 360 spin and you can see everything is awesome here. We've come a long way. We've been here 5 weeks now, if you can believe it. So from Cole's Backyard Coop, hope everyone's doing great out there. If you're new to the channel, hope you stick around with us for a while and subscribe. If you've been with me for a while, thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel free to leave me a comment, like the video if you did, which I hope you did, and subscribe, because there'll be lots of new content coming. Thank you, guys. Take care, and as always, happy chicken keeping.